Alan, for that report. But now let's go straight to week in review. Remember, it has been a very busy week for Kenya and the world. But now let's go straight to what happened this week. Now, the Athi Water Development Agency has also seen the CEO resign. This after the call by EACC to have him suspended due to graft issues in that department. This is a story that we continue following up on. That is just a quote by the acting chairperson, Engineer Joseph Mwingai Kamau, will be taking over from Engineer Michael Thuita, who resigned today. But now we also go straight again to President William Ruto at the United Nations General Assembly, where the head of state called for international financing system to be reformed, also insisting that debt restructuring needs to happen, especially on African nations, he says, have continued to suffer under unfair terms of debt financing. The head of state also called on global action to help Haiti. Kenya has donated around 1,000 troops to go help in restoring sanity in that nation. The president also met global tech bosses. Remember that the president met with the Apple CEO, formerly Thuita, also met with Microsoft. Among the issues discussed is the probability of having an institution in Africa and in Kenya specifically to be able to deal with matters tech. Also, NBA to set up office in Nairobi. Kenyans will soon be saying that we are ballers. But let's go straight to another story that has made headlines. Kosgei reads riot act to members of the civil service. He ordered immediate stoppage of unjustified spending, insisting that civil servants, maybe it's about time that they spend all the money traveling outside, spend that in Nairobi to be able to cut down on spending. Also, Control of Budget released report exposing wastage. This is just one of the stories that happened. But now let's move on to another story that made headlines this week. Now, the government efficiency Transport CS direct NTSA to clear backlog, that is the driving license, logbooks and digital number plates, and the exercise is supposed to take 2 weeks. Also, we will remember that also the CS Interior went back to Nyaya House, making sure that the process of getting immigration papers, that is traveling documents, is fast, easy and smooth, saying that if you applied to get your passport, go collect them. If not, they will be destroyed. Also, another story. Let's move swiftly. These are just stories that made headlines this week. Now, Eric Maigo, the murder probe continues, and the finance boss was stabbed multiple times. DCI released the CCTV of the suspect, and the latest details is the suspect is a minor and is on the run, asking anyone who has this information to volunteer so that they might be brought to book. These are stories we continue to follow up even next week, but for this week, this is the Week in Review.
Record holder Eliud Kipchoge eyeing a win in the